Hi guys, welcome to Chris Ryan Golf. You join me at the Belfry again today. We're in the tightest fitting centre at the PGA National Golf Academy, and we're going to discuss in this video the two low points that are important in the golf swing. Now, many of you out there will be aware of maybe one of them, but we're going to discuss the second one. We're going to look at the relationship between the two and why it's important that we understand how important these are and what effect's going to happen if we don't sort of get this correct. So the first low point that we're going to discuss is the low point of the golf club. So this one is the one that is probably the more common of the two. And really what it refers to is in the golf swing, looking at it from the front on as you are now, is where the golf club reaches its lowest point. So if we look at a very simple model of the golf swing, the golf club starts somewhere, it works up into the air, it works back down, and it works back up into the air again. So we're looking at when that golf club is at its lowest point. Okay? Now, it's really important that when we're looking at well-struck iron shots and crisply struck iron shots, it's really important that low point is target side of the golf ball. So you can see I've got a golf ball on the mat here. The lowest part of that golf swing would be target side, so over here somewhere. What that means is that when that golf club actually makes contact with the ball, the club head is still on its downward movement. It's still descending towards the ground. It will hopefully therefore make contact with the ball first. The club will then continue down into the turf, obviously not in this situation because I'm on a mat, into the turf and then back out, and it will start to increase and go away from the ground again. This is really, really important because this ensures we strike the golf ball first before the ground. Now, if you watch any golf on TV or watch any good golfers play, you'll notice that with all their iron shots, most of the time, they're taking turf after the golf ball. And that's for the reason that we've just gone through there, is the club is coming down, it's striking the golf ball, and it's going into the ground after that. For those of you who struggle with contact, maybe thin, fat shots, that kind of thing, you will often find that the lowest part of your golf swing is behind the golf ball, so it's over here somewhere. Now, if the lowest part of the swing is before the golf ball, we will either make contact with the ground too early, or if we therefore, maybe on the next swing, try and avoid the ground, we're going to find that we get a lot of thin shots, off the bottom edge or maybe the first couple of grooves, and they're not going to be, sort of maximising the centre of the golf club. So getting the low point of this target side of the ball is really, really important. Lots of drills out there to do that. We're not going to go through those today. We're going to talk about the second low point. Now, the second low point we're going to talk about today is the grip end of the club. Okay, so this end here, the sort of butt end of the club, and we're going to look at when that reaches its lowest point. Now, the grip end reaches its lowest point when it passes in front of the back thigh. So in this case, for right-handed golfer, it's the right thigh. Okay. Now, what that means is once it's hit its low point, okay, as with the golf club, after its low point, it's going to start working back upwards. Okay. So if I just demonstrate that very, very slowly, you can see how high the grip end here is. Okay, I'll take my hand away. You can see where the grip end is. I'm going to go up. I'm going to make my downswing, and you can see now how the butt end of the club is actually lower than it was at setup. So there's its low point. After that, it's going to start to move more upwards as I swing through. So the low point of the grip is this side of the golf ball, and the low point of the club is this side of the golf ball. Now, why is that important? Well, it's important because lots of golfers tell me that they're trying to hit down on the golf ball. They're trying to get more compression. They see these golfers hitting ball turf, taking divots, getting the ball flight that they all desire, and they're trying to hit down on it. Unfortunately, what they'll often try and do is try and get everything to go down, including the grip, the hand, the club head, sometimes even that lead shoulder, and they try and hit everything down this way. Okay? Now, that's not going to work. That's not going to be the best way to hit the golf ball. In fact, what is going to happen is, if you try and do that, you'll probably find that subconsciously, because the ground's getting closer to you, you're going to start to buckle this lead arm, you're going to start to extend this lead wrist, you're going to try and get the club working up quicker in an aid to sort of miss that ground and not hit it too heavy. So what I want you to do is a really simple drill where we take a starting position. I haven't got a golf ball in this particular shot here. I'm just going to make my backswing and stop. I'm then going to work the club down to reach its grip, to reach its lowest point opposite this thigh. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to feel like I turn out the way and deliver the golf club. Okay? Now, doing that, this golf club, when it hits the ball or where the golf ball would have been, would definitely be travelling downwards. The important part there is the grip is going upwards. If I just apply my right hand to the golf club, and you can see that here, if I take my left hand off, if I set some angle in this right wrist, if I place my right hand in here, okay, notice the grip end of the club. If I simply try and deliver the club downwards, the grip end will start to rise upwards, okay? So the grip is starting to rise upwards as the club is going downwards. Now, if my lead shoulder isn't moving upwards in accordance with this grip, what's going to happen is I'm going to buckle my lead arm, okay? So once I've got the grip end to reach its low point just over my right thigh, it's really, really important that to get through this golf shot into a correct delivery, correct impact position, I start to feel I lift my left shoulder up and I lift my left hip up. That's going to give me the room to move out the way when the grip end starts to lift. Now that's not lifting up, I'm not lifting my head, I'm not gaining in height, I'm simply rotating. Now if I rotate, you'll notice that my lead shoulder will get slightly higher, and that's what we spoke about there. So really, really start to get this understanding that the grip reaches its lowest point here. After that, we're moving up and out the shot into this nice extended finish with the hips forwards, the spine extended backwards, and the club nice relaxed over the shoulder. I don't want people out there trying to hit down on the golf ball by getting everything to go downwards, because the adverse reaction to that is going to be this. And we see lots of that on the driving range, on the golf course, and it's not going to be the best way to hit some golf shots. So let me have a go. Let me hit a couple of shots, and we'll see if we can achieve what we've been talking about. So I've got a 7-9 here, so ball's just going to be fractionally forward of centre. Let's go ahead and hit some. Okay, pretty good. Felt happy with the strike. Definitely felt some of the mat there as well, so there's definitely a downward attack angle with the club head, but I'm pretty sure that the grip would have been moving upwards after its low point just before the shot. So to do once more. Okay, pretty good again. Felt pretty, probably even a slightly better strike in that second one. So 2 low points. Let's understand those. The more we can understand those, the better it's going to be for us to understand how the body's going to function through the impact area, which is really, really the only sort of aspect of the swing which is important, is getting that impact correct. If we can understand them, we'll have a better impact, we've got more chance of creating a good impact, and if we do that, we'll hopefully hit some better shots on the golf course, lower the scores, and basically enjoy your golf a little bit more. So, thanks for watching the video. Hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Post any comments down below. I'll do my very best to respond to as many as I can. But again, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.